My name is Dror Ceder. I'm an entrepreneur, a dad, and a nature lover. One of the things I learned so far in my entrepreneurial life is that paying attention is essential. Let me tell you how I learned this the hard way. After graduating from the Zell program, along with my very good friend Daniel, we continued to develop Jungle. It was a search engine that displayed results based on the user's location and traffic ranking. This was the hustle phase, raising money from the well-established VC known as Friends and Family. We were lucky enough to get connected with the editor of TechCrunch, who encouraged us to showcase Jungle at the upcoming conference happening in San Francisco. We were on a very tight budget, working out of a scruffy apartment. We looked at each other and said, "Yalla, let's take a chance and see what happens." So we got tickets, checked into the cheapest hotel we could find, a Travelodge for $40 a night next to the airport parking lot. Early the next morning, we headed over to TechCrunch. We were on a mission to attract as many people as possible to tell them about the amazing creation called Jungle. The night before, we bought bags and bags of Hershey's chocolate at Target, which ended up lasting a year after the conference. Apparently, people really like chocolate. So once we had their attention, we started pitching. During that 2-day conference, I think we gave over 400 pitches. People said that the search thing is nice, but they were really interested in that empty white space at the top of the webpage, which was actually just a UI glitch we had. We started making up stuff like, oh, this can be anything really. You can put news, games, weather, anything you want. But we explained that the feature in this empty box wasn't really our focus. At the end of the conference, Daniel and I got back to our hotel late at night, pretty bummed out from all the feedback we got. We were trying to figure out why the product we've been working on for 2 years wasn't interesting to anyone. Everyone wanted to hear more about something we made up the day before. We started researching and noticed that there was no product in the market that gave an easy option to add apps to websites. At that moment, we realized that we were onto something really interesting. We got back to Israel, where Avi, who was the technical whiz of the team, was anxiously waiting to hear about all the users ready to use Jungle. We told him about the feedback we got, and after sitting and discussing a new strategy, Jungle was ancient history. 3 months later, we launched Wibia on a friend's blog. People started to ask our friend how could they get access to this product. On the launch month, we were hoping to get about 50 websites to use our product. Eventually, we got more than 1,000 websites using our product. 3 years later, Conduit ended up acquiring Wibia for $45 million. This was definitely a life-changing event for all of us. So the lesson I took from the TechCrunch experience is get out there, embrace outside interactions, adapt, and always offer chocolate.